And if you don't know who we are by now, clearly you blow goats.
Stupid o'clock! It's very funny! So shut up and dance!
Sterile, I like the taste.
Bobby Supreme, Judgment Day, it's out now on THC, you can get it on trackitdown.net. Gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good. Stupid O'Clock, episode 5, here we are again. Last week's show went really well with the randomness of the Tin of Doom. So I think without further ado, we should bring it forth again and let us have the first topic for comedy debate. First topic of debate is...
penis enlargement.
No. Shush now. I have the topic in my hand. Shush. It is. Why do hairdressers show you the back of your head?
To show us they've done a good job. Is that just me?
Well, no, I think there's more to it. It's like they'll show you the back of your head, then they have this magic power, because, like, it just doesn't matter what it looks like. You'll go, yeah. Just nod automatically. It's built in. Even, like, you could think it looks like a pile of shit, but you're not about to tell the person with scissors and control of your hair that you think that, because they can make it work. It's a strange amount of power that you give, like a barber or, in our case.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way, but you're not really going to say to the person with the large scissors,
No, I hate it.
no, this is crap.
Shit, what have you done to my head?
There's lots of people that have a strange power over you. But I think it's the idea of being sat in a chair with someone. I mean, dentists are the same, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Well, why do they insist on asking you questions when you've got a mouthful of shit? You've got cotton buds and like metal probes. That's pretty much that's average like dentist and like hairdresser communications, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dentists
holidays
like
and
to
weather.
inflict
You've been
pain.
out to recently?
Holidays and weather.
Been anywhere nice?
Yeah.
That's I think the coined phrase, "been anywhere nice."
That in itself, in a conversation, can be quite irritating. Like, I've been anywhere nice. It can be quite irritating, but you know, the temptation's there to go, yeah, in your sister. But the temptation suddenly goes when, you know, there's scissors or sharp objects involved.
But it's like being in a taxi as well. There's benign conversations. I mean, taxi drivers must get fed up talking about the weather.
Or how work's going.
And how work, yeah, I was going to say how work is going.
What time did you start? You find yourself asking the same questions. You become like the hairdresser or the dentist in a taxi. What I like to do is make up stories when I'm in a taxi. It's the same way I like to make up strange names when they go, what name is it?
What?
One of my favourites, my personal favourites, is Angelo Pappas, which is, for anyone who knows, is the character name of Gary Busey in Point Break. If anybody out there has got a mullet, get that shit cut off.
I thought he was going to say send us pictures then.
Yeah, send us pictures and then get that shit cut off.
And send us pictures of that shit.
Because we live in a time where even Pat Sharp doesn't have a mullet. Pat Sharp had a beautiful mullet. He was like business up front and party up back.
Rednecks unite.
That's a date I never want to be involved with.
The mullet definitely did seem to be kind of an American and Australian phenomenon.
And look at Jason Donovan's in Neighbours.
Most of the cast of Neighbours back in the day had mullets.
Even Kylie Minogue.
But there you go. They love you, Kylie.
That was Ruben.
Being gay again. Did you ever have any like really dodgy haircuts that you look back on and regret?
Yes.
From when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You think, did my mum just put a bowl on my head and just like cut the
Well, no, because my mum was slightly more skilled than that.
Yeah, that's true.
But 9 times out of 10, if I had a bad haircut as a child, it was because I asked for it to be that way. Like I've got to say, in my mum's defence, 98% of the time, it wasn't a bad example of her as a hairdresser because she's an amazing hairdresser. It was often me trying to get her to cut it that way, and it never quite worked out the way I always wanted it to. Merely because I had a fat face, it didn't really work. like the Wayne's World mullet. Do you remember my Wayne's World mullet?
Yeah.
I was on Wayne and Garthide thinking I could be Wayne from Wayne's World, but I ended up more like Wayne Kerr.
My mother used to take me when I was 5 to this bastard of a barber, and I swear to this day that he used garden shears to cut my hair, because I remember everyone being so painful, going, no, Mama, pulling away from, I don't want to, why are you doing this to me?
There's pictures of me, like school photos from when I was like in first school or something like that, and honestly it looks like someone did my fringe with a spirit level.
They've levelled up. You go,
I look like a Lego man, like you could just pulled the whole hair off and like put it on one side.
Oh, I don't even want to go into what it was.
I mean, school uniform was a classic.
Sherman's and Rockports,
those sort of things. Yeah, you had in our school we had the normal like white shirt and tie, and everybody would wear their tie like with just a little tiny bit at the top. They'd have bits of the stitching pulled out, all thinking they're being rebellious. But the fact that they were all wearing it meant they were all in uniform. So to be different, I would wear my tie properly. Non-uniform days always used to make me laugh because everyone would turn up wearing the same clothes. Like all the blokes would be wearing Ben Sherman shirts, black Levi jeans and Timberlands or Kicker shoes. Like, as far as the eye could see, they'd all turn up in their social uniforms.
Should we go for a track?
Let's
go for a track. Enjoy some clones.
It's time for stupid o'clock, you cockmonger!
Right, that was Inversion by Clones.
It's not by like a sheep or something.
No, I have no idea.
What do you think would happen if we
It's
cloned
he.
John?
I think it's one of the first signs of the apocalypse.
You might be right in that. The clone of John. No! God, we're gonna die!
We don't know what to do with one of them. Fucking two of them.
Dude!
Because I can't deal with. Well, you dropped one.
Mm.
Stop it.
I thought I could smell something. Something bad. Like, women are definitely more complex than men.
Yeah, men have basic functions and needs.
A lot of women don't seem to get that either. Like, if you're having an argument with a woman, or you say, "Oh, are you all right?" and she'll go, "Fine." Right, that means she isn't fine. If you ask a bloke, like, and he says he's fine, that means he's fine. Arguing with women is impossible. The most impossible argument with a woman is, "What's wrong?" "Well, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you." What are you going to do with that exactly?
I'm going to read it from your mind.
There's no way out of that. Oh, you've lost that straight away. With a bloke though, if he says he hasn't got a problem, that just means he hasn't got a problem. But a girl asks a bloke if he hasn't got a problem, he says, no, I haven't got a problem.
No, because they're thinking.
They'll keep at it.
They're
then they go,
thinking.
"You're not
No, the
opening
reason
up
why
to
they
me."
do that. The reason why they do that is because they're thinking that secretly, we're saying no, we haven't got a problem, but secretly they're thinking he has. He slept with my mate and he doesn't know how to tell me. That's what it is. It's the cogs are going. When in reality, like you say, we're just sat there doing one. No, not really. I'm fine. Well,
Very
what's
simple
fine, I'll
reason.
tell you.
As long as we've got food and sex, we're happy.
A bit.
TV.
You can have
But
beer
then
and food.
generally, if you've got sex, you really
Could do without
you
TV.
can give or take
And
booze, I
beer.
suppose, can't you?
You can give or
And
take
food.
Yeah, exactly. So food and sex is the only two things a man really needs in life to be happy. It's that simple.
This is true.
Like, women need a lot more than that. They need
Shoes.
shoes.
If you keep on down this path, you're going to inspire a female podcast with three women doing their own version.
I'd love to hear it.
Bring it.
Just go at men.
I'd love to hear it.
That'd be
That would be
amazing,
funny,
actually,
wouldn't
wouldn't
it?
it?
And insights of the female work.
What, three females.
You know, they get 3 episodes in, and then they'd end up like going off, like not getting on for months on end, and then suddenly they'll be best friends again, or 2 of them will be our best friends, and whilst the other one's still out because she's a bitch.
They fall out more than band members, don't they?
Yeah. I'm going back to Facebook again, but Facebook don't help.
It is the devil. And I'm sure you've said it more times than I've said it.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have. They use it as a soapbox. I tend to find blokes don't do it as much. Some do. They're just idiots. But they've got to explain every little detail of what they're doing with their life. Like, we've been talking about it yesterday. The app that allows everyone to know where you are at all times, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable that people that live with me use it.
I like to think of it as like Facebook is a catalogue for burglars and paedophiles, isn't it?
Yeah. With that app, you're basically giving them a free pass into your house.
Hey, random.
So it'll tell you where you are when you're at home, and so everyone else can read that. And then it'll tell you when you left the house and gone out, so burglars can know that your house is empty and that it's free to rob.
This is clearly people with not a lot of IQ that are quite willing to let people see where they live on all of the internet. And that's an example of some of the people on Facebook, because no word of a lie, I saw someone's status yesterday, OMG, I've only just found out that Justin Timberlake invented Facebook.
What?
What? Clearly, obviously they've seen the movie The Social Network,
And got the wrong end of the stick.
and got the wrong end of the stick.
Well done.
Because
It was
Justin
special.
Timberlake's character invented Napster.
And to all the thieves that like Facebook, why don't you write into Facebook and say thanks? Because we still got on the opinion that some thieves are honourable.
I'm going to rob you today at 9 AM. Make sure you're in.
Honestly, I don't need to know when you're making a sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need to know that you're going to the shops. I don't need to know you're in Tesco looking at all the different types of bread. You know, literally.
And DJs, we really don't need to know how many times you go
What
to
is it
Nando's in a week.
with this generation and its need to share every named detail
It's like Big
of
Brother
their
for
lives?
the world.
With,
Well, ultimately it is. Yeah, it's as simple as
Ruben's
that.
brother last week got a BlackBerry. Like, literally, within 5 hours of him announcing he had a BlackBerry, there was a post up telling me that he was out with someone in particular at a certain place. I'm not going to say who the other person was or where they were. He became a right boring bastard.
Jesse,
You've got a
listening,
brilliant name- you've got-
do something
say it.
about it.
And pull your trousers up.
You've got a brilliant name for them, haven't you?
What, black borings? Yeah. If you were to get tagged by the police, that's a punishment. Like, but if you get a BlackBerry phone and then you turn that app on, that's by choice. I don't really get it. Only people I like to know where I am are people I've physically told where I'm going. I sort of understand the idea of exaggerating what you're doing more than saying exactly what you're doing. Well, I've never sat in the toilet and thought, you know what, I think I'll share this with the world. I'm having such a big crap that I've had to give myself a courtesy flush. LOL.
Quite right. Right, we're going to have a tune.
Enough of our whining.
Mark Breeze down. Stop.
Ooh.
You're listening to Stupid O'Clock. What the fuck?
Right, 2010 edition of Sonic by Breeze and Styles. Forthcoming on Future World. Go to markbreeze.co.uk for more information. Gentlemen,
Student rally.
student rally.
Is this like climbing on the back of students and riding them round?
Yeah, that's right. Get up, student! Woo!
What's student rally?
That's impressive.
The
That was
student,
really
it
impressive.
was topic at the time with the students, or saying we don't want to pay £9,000 a year on student fees, and they all went up to London and started pushing over police vans. And
Generally, I don't give much of a shit about students anyway.
Because it's
I'd
got...
much rather talk about what irritating dickheads a lot of students are. I mean, we get a lot of students in Portsmouth. There was a time that the city was pretty much run by the Royal Navy, but now you're hard pushed to find a building that doesn't have property in the University of Portsmouth written on it.
Very
And
true.
then every September you get the new in-flight of idiots turn up for the first time away from home, like all pubs and clubs start rubbing their hands together. Hey, here comes all that grant money our way. Yeah, but they always make the mistake of kicking off in this city. Students who are from Portsmouth don't tend to, because they're from Portsmouth and they already have an idea of what kicking off against the locals is going to get you.
quick trip to Q&A.
Q&A?
Yeah.
Q&A?
Yeah.
A&E. That's what you really meant,
Question and
wasn't
answer.
it? A quick trip to an interview. Oi! See you, mate. Outside now. I'm on an interview.
A couple of years ago, I was walking home from work. A couple of drunk students all being loudmouth and everything. And I just cross the road ahead of them.
So 9 times out of 10, you always prefer to avoid rather than engage, correct?
Yeah. But I was engaged by these students who were really, really pissed off, and just for some unknown reason started on me, which was their first mistake. And I just kept trying to walk, and then one of them grabbed my shoulder, and I was forced to make them let go. I don't incriminate myself.
Defend oneself.
But yeah, they let go pretty quick. Decided very quickly that they were tired and had to lie down.
Right then and there.
They tend to. The thing I don't like about students, and this is it, they tend to go to another part of the country or indeed the world, and suddenly feel like they have an ownership of the area they're in.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that annoys me. And why is there student nights? Why is there never a locals night? Why don't we get 20% off drinks just for putting up with those arseholes being there? You can't go to a certain bar on a certain night because only student. Honestly, I think clubs and pubs should take attention, because if you had a locals night, no students allowed, and you can spot a student.
What's that next year?
He's not a student. He actually goes there and does work, and he doesn't drink or anything like that. That's not a student.
No, 2 cans of beer and he's done.
Yeah.
He spent his grant money and stuff on his education and things, it's just...
Well, that's what it's there for, though, isn't it?
That's what it's there for.
You meant to spend it on your education, then?
Yeah, education and stuff you need to get by.
Oh, right.
Not 15 bottles of Asti just because you feel like it.
And because you want to impress other students that are on the same budget.
Yeah. And they take up all the car parking spaces, don't they?
Yeah, how are they affording cars?
Mummy and Daddy.
But you get a student house with 4 or 5 different people in it, and say half of them have a car. Well, sometimes all of them have a car. So where are we supposed to park cars? The problem with education today is knowledge is considered something that is acquired from previous examples. So you'd have textbooks. If you do try and do anything that's inventive, people say, no, that's wrong. But obviously the people that they're learning from at some point did something that was considered wrong and out of the norm.
That had to be invented at some point.
Yeah. So it's not about free thinking, it's about copying off of, or listening to someone talk about somebody else's work.
It's about being a sheep.
They all come away with the same opinion until the following semester, when they get another opinion that they're told about, and then they all believe in that. And it's all gospel. Just so irritating.
It just reminded me of a conversation that you had with someone.
Having a conversation with a student that was trying to tell me that a theory was a fact, and I was trying to explain to them that by definition a theory cannot be fact. But they're like a clan, aren't they, students?
It's just strange, like you say, it is like a clan. That's what I'm looking for, community altogether.
You get 50 odd people applying for a marine biology class, and they're sat in a room with 49 other people learning the marine biology class. And then there are other universities doing the marine biology. Just how many marine biologist jobs are there?
About 3.
That's a good question, actually, yeah.
As much as I'm all for education, don't get me wrong, but in the economy we live in, they're all going to go in there, come out with a £21,000 debt now, as it'll be, and still end up working in McDonald's, which they could have done from the age of 16. Because there's no other jobs going.
Basically what we're saying is all students should go work for McDonald's. Do it now.
And apparently there are more and more students every year, aren't there? So,
Yeah.
Why don't we just train them all to be teachers, and they can just keep training themselves? They all get assigned a new student each year. Well, he's been in 2 years, you get this student. I hate employing students as well.
Oh.
Getting a quota of students. But then you're absolutely screwed come any holiday, like summer or Christmas, when you might be busy, because they'll all go home.
No, that's not even half of it.
And then you can't even get them in when they're supposed to be working.
Thursday and Friday nights, I'm clubbing this night, so don't go to me for that.
I can't do this because I'm going... They just don't want to work at all.
No.
And I've never ever heard, I can't do that because I've got a test. I need to study.
Should we have another track?
I hate students.
And on that note, I think you should listen to Declan and
Welcome to the
Poke the Queen.
seconds. To the second.
Stupid o'clock! From stores with ice compartments.
Okay, The Circus, Dexter and Joe Mode, forthcoming on Chili Records. Check them out. Gonna track it down. Track it down.
I like the song, but I hate circuses. It's just a place filled
Of freaks?
and normally clowns. And clowns, as we all know, are evil,
source of
psychotic, murdering paedophiles. And clowns are just awful, aren't they?
Mm.
They're not funny. A lot of them are French.
Maybe that explains it.
No, for me, it stems from an episode of Doctor Who when I was a kid.
Ah, yeah, you showed me this episode the other day. To be fair, even now it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I
So
was
back
uncomfortable
then.
watching it.
Yeah, they're
Evil, murderous clowns.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, I think it stems from Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise.
Yeah, for me it does. That's
Yeah, I think
from that point on, clowns are just wrong.
If you haven't seen it, it's available on Warner Brothers DVD. It's well worth a watch.
Give it a watch. Let
Yeah.
it ruin you.
If you've got any young children in the house, show it to them. Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway, white dog shit. No idea why I put that in there as a topic.
Did you say white dog shit?
Yeah, white dog shit.
It's just old dog poo.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's just old dog poo.
yeah, next
Yeah.
one.
But it was a bit of a mystery, wasn't it? In the 80s, it was like white dog shit.
Not
What's
really.
that happened to
It was a
white dog
it was a
shit?
mystery. It was a bit of a mystery.
When dog poo gets
Well,
old,
you
it
don't
goes
see it
white.
anymore.
Did the Famous Five investigate Famous Five and the white dog poo?
I would have read that though.
But you don't see white dog shit anymore.
It's because you don't see dog shit anymore.
Oh, you
It's
do?
illegal to fuck. Yeah, but you don't see it quite to
On
the
the bottom
extent
of
that
your
we used
shoe,
to.
maybe.
That's why you don't see it. It doesn't sit there for hours on end or days on end. People just hopping over it. Oh, mystery solved.
Beauty pageants.
Now,
No, the reason why I
this
laugh
may
is
be
Keith's face.
the most wrong thing in the world.
Yeah.
The worrying thing is how early an age they start from. It's not the kids, because the kids will pretty much do anything their parents take them to. It's the parents that disturb me the most in these things, living like vicariously through their kids.
kids.
I get freaked out any time I see a child dressed in an adult way. There's something very wrong about that. You should allow children to have innocence as long as possible. You don't want to put them in stupid amounts of makeup and get their ears pierced. And I'm pretty much describing most fucking council parents in the fucking city at the moment, but fucking, oh, look at her, she's free getting her crayons. At what age do you think it's alright to let your kids get their ears pierced?
Like 13, 14.
See? I told my girlfriend she should get her ears pierced.
Oh, you... Oh my god. Need counselling.
I really really, really, really think that all these parents should not be allowed to be parents.
I have to agree on that. I don't think they're capable of being parents.
Because beauty pageants teach valuable things. I think, vanity,
greed,
greed, the ability to be shallow, bitchiness,
lying,
bitchiness again.
Wait till their daughter son gets older. How they're going to control their child then because of the monster they created?
These parents should all be spayed and neutered.
Headshot. With Keith, it'll be killing spree.
They've got boys taking part in it now as well. They're just setting them up for being beaten up for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
I'm never going down the road.
They might as well just start lacing their child's butt crack with fucking Teflon so it can be ready for all the wedgies they're about to fucking receive. Right, I want to talk about something that was in the news this week. This is a genuine news story. Right. I want to make that very clear. This isn't something we're making up. Transformers. There's a set of Transformers called the Stunticons, but one of the members of the Stunticons that was due to be released over here has been put on hold. And the reason it's been put on hold is because this particular Transformer is called Spastic.
Who came up with that?
Thoughts?
Okay, so they obviously knew what they were doing when they named him that.
In the 80s, I thought that they were pushing the limits when there was a Dinobot called Slag. Like, no one's going to pick up on that.
I was highly amused by that.
Apparently, in America, spastic doesn't mean what it means over here. It means someone who's overexcitable and clumsy. The ironic thing is this character is called Spastic, right? And we're taking it out of the set in the UK. You can buy the others, but you can't buy that one. And all these things go together, and I think this Spastic is a leg piece. So without it, the whole giant robot they make together has become disabled.
Fail.
Right, let's have a tune. I haven't got any tunes. I've got some music though.
Some lockets.
Okay, this is new from Jackal actually. A little bit more info on this half the track. Enjoy.
Get me a spoon, I'm constipated.
Another day turned to stone, here without you on my own. Sad melodies falling down like water, I'm drowning in an endless symphony. Up there on the screen, remembers of the cast, or the movie directed by their past. To all the gods of time, no mountain I won't climb, a paper still to borrow. So yesterday becomes tomorrow.
Okay, that's new from Jekyll. That was yesterday. It becomes tomorrow. It's out on Rockabeat and it's out today Find Rock Beat Records on Facebook. It's out
today. This Monday. Today.
Yes, Monday today. It's out today. Go and find it. And we have some news about Jekyll actually, because he's going to come and join us on the show in the new year. Isn't
He is. He asked if he could come along. We said, yeah, definitely. We'll wait till the new year and get you on the show. So we're looking forward to him. He's been a big supporter.
He has already got a girlfriend. Girls.
He might be looking for a boyfriend.
So girls, don't bother with that.
He's got the girlfriend already.
You're fit, Jekyll. We will like you. Just don't even bother sending that email. Yeah, so boys, right in.
He isn't looking for a boyfriend. Just a midget love slave. Any midget love slaves out there?
What'd you say? He has got leg, I suppose.
He isn't looking for a midget love slave.
He isn't.
He's looking for a badger butler. So if there's any badgers out there that like to buttle, I'd like him. He isn't looking for a badger butler.
He isn't.
I'll make that clear. No.
What's he looking for?
A carnivorous canary.
Commander Vicious Canary.
Any canaries that like to eat meat,
Okay.
send us some.
Okay.
With
Jagged's
Jekyll.
already got a carnivorous canary.
And he wrote in, didn't he, to say that he was, if we
It's
weren't
the first time
alone.
we've received a letter from a carnivorous canary.
What did he say?
Like, chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep, get me out of this fucking coal mine.
I was going to say, look at wrote in to
I think
say...
he was from Chile.
But he did write in to us to say that he was not alone, that we're not alone in the blowjob at the rain thing.
Yeah, Leggett's definitely had a blowjob in the rain. Not from the carnivorous canary. You don't want to stick your cock in a carnivorous canary's mouth.
No. Are you going to choose from the tin of doom?
No, is it
Or are you going to keep
nonsense?
rambling on?
Yeah.
Oh,
The problem with kids today is...
they're
They
idiots.
require more than sweets to get in your car. They want iPods and shit. Just having some new puppies isn't enough to get them in your house.
Should say good morning to Gary Glitter.
Oh, but you're not wrong. Was there a point to this?
Yeah, there was. No, there was a point. There's a lot of problems with kids today.
My all happy slappy hoodie wearing hooligans.
Yes, thank you. He's got a point.
I lost my virginity when I was like 14 because I lost my virginity to a 16-year-old. You know,
No, I'm not putting my thumbs up because it was me that
let me
did
point
it.
let me point this out. It was definitely consensual on my part. I was more than willing. It was also consensual on her part. I want to point that out. She initiated. Losing my virginity was like something out of a farcical comedy.
Okay.
You can't just end that there. You now have to elaborate.
Right, so what happened was, is I was on holiday and I've been getting on with this girl for like the week or so that we were out there. It's coming towards the end of our holiday. She said, "Do you want to come back to my apartment? I've got you a leaving present." And me being a 14-year-old thought, what are you doing? Maybe she's got me like, a pair of sunglasses or something. She had something much better in mind.
Little did I know.
Right, so I can't remember talk about losing my virginity.
Rather you than me.
So
Likewise.
go up to her apartment. She takes me into the bedroom, and she just basically starts stripping off her bathing suit in front of me. Suffice to say, I was tent poling pretty much straight away
Did you draw wood?
with my Bermuda shorts on. Got down to the D. It was very fumbling and very awkward. You know, I wasn't like James Bond straight away. It took a couple of tries to get before
Did you not throw the key straight down the bed when you walked in the door?
before I could. No, it wasn't my apartment. I didn't have a key, did I? Idiot.
That's a good James Bond reference.
Yeah, so we did the deed, and we sort of led there, and then we hear the front door of the apartment open, and then we hear her dad say her name. I'm not going to say what her name is. And
Jibber jabber.
and plus her dad might find out and be very pissed off. He's a very big and scary man,
Right.
and he was a field gunner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a very, very big and scary man.
Definitely keep that name.
So I've decided to hide under the bed. Alright?
As you do.
And she's pretending to be asleep. Dad comes into the bedroom, and I can see his feet. And he says, "Have you seen your brother's Game Boy?" And she says, "No." And he says, "Oh," he said, "I want to play Tetris down by the pool." So that was back then a game I played on the Game Boy at the time, I think. And the scary thing is I could see her brother's Game Boy.
Under the bed.
It was right next to me on the floor, sort of poking out under the bed. And I'm under the bed. And I can see from his ankle that he's now slowly bending over because he goes, "Oh, there it is." So it had one of those slat bottoms, the bed. So I've reached up and hooked my fingers in and hooked my toes in and just hoisted myself up so I wasn't on the floor. And his hand was literally about 5 inches away from my elbow. And she's grabbed the boy and got up and left. So yeah,
Special moment.
You see stuff like that in movies, and you think, oh, that wouldn't happen. Trust me, that stuff happens. How old are you when you lost your virginity, Ruben?
That's another story.
Just asked how old you were.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you want another tune?
Yeah.
Two, please.
The fans with 2 tunes. Want to cover up virginity stories that we're not going to tell. Okay, it's another one from my favourite shows, Candy Rush.
Stupid cock!
I feel you. I guess you know it's true. So far so good. I miss you. You are my sweet thing. In heaven with you. Why did you ever come to me? Why did you say disappear? My friends think you're delicate. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
So I kept pulling, and it really hurt because you're not ready to put it up.
Did it split?
Yeah, a lot.
I'm not laughing when I've got an LC tune. You do this to me every single time. Buggers. Right, well, that was Twisted Bass from Candy Rush. Check Candy on that one, because it is forthcoming, but I'm not sure of the label. She didn't specify. So yeah, check Candy Rush. Check her Facebook page. She's nice. She'll talk to you. She's really friendly. Highlander. I really don't think... Go on. Right. The reason why I picked this, people, is because I really like it. Ruben really likes it.
People consider it to be a classic.
He's got issues with it.
Right, but Highlander is probably the worst film ever made. Right? And I shall tell you for why. Let's start with the casting, right, before we go any further. Right, so this is how I imagine the casting session went. So what's the film called? It's called Highlander. Okay, so what's it about? Well, it's about a Scottish guy who can't die, and there's lots of different immortals. And they're basically fighting for the right to be the last to survive, and then they get all the information in the world when they die. When everyone else is dead and they're the only survivor. Okay, so who are we going to get to play the Scottish guy? What about French actor Christophe Lambert?
Christophe Lambert.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect choice. Yes, we'll definitely get someone French to play the famous Scotsman in the title role of the film Highlander. Okay, right. Now we need an Arabic Spaniard Egyptian guy. Yeah, to be his mentor. Who should we get to play him? What about the world's most famous Scotsman? Sean Connery. You don't think that we should, thinking about it now you've said his name, consider Sean Connery for the role as the Highlander? No. He'll be much better playing someone Spanish. Well, someone French plays someone Scottish, and someone Spanish plays someone Scottish plays someone Spanish. Brilliant. What's going to be the tagline of the movie? There can be only one. Brilliant. How many films are we going to do? 4. What? Sorry, what? 4 films. So he doesn't kill everybody at the end of the first one. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. So there can be only one, and then we're going to have sequels. Yeah, it's just okay. There'll be people coming back from the future and a different dimension at some point. Brilliant. Okay. So tell me about this prize again. Oh yeah. Not only did they get to all the information in the universe, which means they could probably solve all the problems. They stopped being immortal, meaning they haven't got enough time to fix everything. Okay, so the next one's set in the future. Oh, it's okay, because when one comes back, he'll get his powers of immortality back, because there can be only one. Any other ideas? Yeah, we'll do a TV spin-off series, Highlander the series, and a cartoon series. So there can be only one. Yeah, there can be only one every Friday night on Fox. A different one every week. Honestly, it's just the most farcical thing in the world. Shall we try and get Christophe Lambert, a vocal coach, so he at least sounds Scottish? No, that's not it. What about Connery? I mean, he's got quite a recognisable Scottish voice. You don't think it sounds Spanish? No, let's listen. B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Everything about it doesn't work. I mean, they were smoking some serious shit when they fucking came out with that movie. I do not get why they didn't consider Connery for the lead role.
What was he thinking as well? It's like, this looks fucking atrocious. I'll take it.
Anything's got to be better than Xanadu. At least in this film I haven't got to walk around wearing little pants.
Yes.
I used to be James Bond, now I'm wearing bondage gear.
Bondage. I shed another bond strip, not bondage.
As a Scotsman, what sort of swords are you going to use? A katana blade.
Not a Celtic sword.
No, let's have another tune.
Let's have another tune. Okay, this is Nympho Breeze and Squaddy.
Doesn't matter how hard we try. I can tell by the look that you got in your eyes. You're making me feel so right. Another smile, another kiss, I know. I just can't help it. Another smile, another kiss, I know. We just can't fake it. Another smile, another kiss, I know. I just can't help it. Another smile, another kiss, I know. We just can't fake it. Another
then as you pull your finger out, it makes like a little mewing sound.
Huh? Is that how you do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Breeze and Squaddy, another smile. It's on Future World. Once again, markbreeze.co.uk. On the couch with Souch, it is Mr. Souch.
It's time.
Okay. So, back by popular demand.
Here it is, people.
So keep starting with this one. I've become fella's sex slave. Not me, this is the person who wrote this in. I fulfilled my man's every need, but he still dumped me to sleep with other women. But straight away, I'm obviously thinking you obviously didn't fulfill your man's every need. Because if you had, he wouldn't be looking elsewhere.
This is true.
So, let me think. Maybe, you can go online and find courses on deep throat. That might help, because blokes quite like that. Over-enthusiastic hand jobs. Maybe that's a problem. Because sometimes, girls go to town on that thing, don't they? And you just, they're going to fucking rip it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's not so much as I'm getting older. When I was younger, seriously... They thought it was fucking indestructible or something yeah! Just kept thinking they're going to rip my banjo string or something.
What, were they angry with you or something?
What have I done? What have I done to deserve this?
Why? That'd be mean.
Maybe you could afford to lose a few pounds. I don't know.
Oh.
That's not very nice, is it?
Nice at all, is it?
No. Especially in this weather, it's nice to have
A cuddly someone.
I'm joking.
Well, I mean, jog on in the summer,
Honestly, if you put this sort of stuff online, it leaves it open to anybody to talk about anything. Just get better at sex, and you probably should just stay with it.
Yeah,
that's to sort that out.
Yeah. Do your homework and
or dump him and do your homework to make sure it doesn't happen with the next one. I think is the
yeah, that's the other one. And by all means, I am open as practice.
Or this will probably fix all your problems. Tell him that you're more than willing to let him bring one of the women he's sleeping back with you. He'll be up for that.
So, John, you've been involved in a lot of threesomes then.
Why would you bring that up?
Yeah, sometimes he uses both hands. Okay, here we go. My husband has fallen for a girl less than half his age, and it's torn my family apart. Well, yeah, that's terrible. But on the plus side, it's probably really, really impressed his mates. You got to ask yourself, why did he leave? You could probably, I'm not saying get a boob job, but get them raised a little bit, maybe.
And you don't even need to spend a vast amount of money. There are plenty of really good bras that will do this. I know, I've worn some of them.
On the other hand, he could just be a cheating bastard.
That's true. He could be. Well, he could be. He is, obviously. Okay, next one. I think we solved that one. Kid might not be my hubbies. I cheated on my husband, only once, mind you.
That's alright.
But now I'm pregnant. Should I tell him? I figure after about 4 months he'll notice.
Or if you're white and the baby comes out black, that might be a different story as well.
Especially if she didn't even sleep with a black man. I mean, that would be amazing.
America!
I remember when my little sister was born, my dad, when he was handed my little sister, the midwife said, "She's half look like you, Mr. Souch." And my dad said, "Well, that's good, because if you look like the milkman, there was going to be fucking trouble."
Yeah.
When my mum was pregnant with me and she was going into labour, she asked my dad to bring her a book, and the book he brought her was "To the Devil a Daughter."
Ooh.
Not. I like to think that he did it on purpose. So my mum was extremely relieved when I turned out to be a bloke.
It's a boy, woohoo! You were a bloke instantly.
Yeah, I came out all blokish. You're right, Ma.
Worst enough of all that. Wait, give me a pint. Kicked around there for 9 months.
Yeah, I came out, I wasn't crying. The doctor slapped me on the arse, and I slapped him in the face.
Take that, you bastard.
So watch out, you're slapping, you tart. Cockney, baby. remember going to play school, someone would start, pull out my Fisher Price screwdriver and go, back off, you tit. This is my Duplo. See the climbing frame? That's my manner. The Adventures of Cockney Baby. I pull my dummy out, flick it to the curb, jump in the pram, go out on the town. Got a big store on. I'm going to do mother cans to sell black market SMA. Used to go out and get right off my tits on a farmer's mask. Used to cut it. SMA, used to line it with rat poison. That's what you do, rattle on, rattle, rattle, rattle. Listen up, you slag, if you don't do what I say, Teddy Ruxpin's gonna get it.
Do you reckon, like, thinking about, like, kids' toys and stuff, that, you know, you get, like in computer games and stuff now, you get, like, famous people doing voiceovers. Do you think they've got Stephen Hawking to do the voice of Speak and Spell?
Put some tunes on, someone press play on Major Morgan. We've got the blueprints laid out on his Etch-a-Sketch. You talk about, son, get down off your high chair. What's the matter, Jimmy? Your bib done up too tight. Look at the edge here. You staring and dribbling at. You carry on like that, by the time I'm finished, you won't even need a teething ring.
Right, I think we should sign off there.
Yeah, we should sign off.
I'm finish here. I'm going to go nunites. You right, darling? Let's go. Do you like Fisher Price music?
Right, okay. Say goodbye, thank you for listening once again.
Yeah, me and him were good pals. He's my Karen Gates.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
You right, dirty cow. Gave me a rice and me a case of the old nappy rat.
We'll see you next week.
Shut up. Goodbye.
We're going to leave you with Dexter and Twisted.
I'm Cockney Baby, and this is Stupid Clock. Stupid clock, you cockmonger! listen up, you slag. If you know who I say, T-Ruxpin's